let's go do this. After I do whatever the next part I want, next time I go to a camp, I gotta hopefully remember to um, what am I looking for? I hate getting old. It sucks. Oh,
At the ready.
I want to respec Lae'zel. Eldritch Knight isn't the best option for her. I want to do more things. I think I want to do Great Weapon Master because she does use two-hand weapons. I want to change some of my. I wasn't thinking well when I did my first round of meets, so I want to redo those. I just want to try the respec out, see how that works out. But yeah, so we're gonna go on. I guess leave this part behind forever. I don't know. Kind of sucks leaving the adamantium forge behind, but you know, we'll see. There he is. This must be where he shows up. I thought he'd be here. Okay.
We meet again, as predicted. I shall be here in thy camp, for whenever thou hast need of my services.
You were sorting something before. What were you doing?
Beyond mortal realms, there doth exist an amalgamation of spirits akin to thine own, ensnared by the treacherous cult of the Absolute, felled in its name. They bear great discontentment with their destiny. For a mere pittance of coin, I might summon the worthiest among them to lend aid to thy undertaking.
Will these hirelings join me willingly?
Most willingly, forsooth. Their passions doth run deep for what hath been wrought upon them.
Do you think I can trust these cultists?
Suspicion always haunts the guilty mind. My services are all that I can proffer thee. What thou wilt do with them is for thee to undertake.
Impressive. Are there other ways you can help us?
Should thou or any of thy compatriots perish, I will cleave soul to body once more.
That's incredibly powerful magic. Why is it so easy for you?
Because it is my calling. There is little else to explain.
You mentioned a cost. What is it?
A matter of coin.
That's outrageous.
Such is life. Outrage leading to a singular end.
What if I don't have that kind of gold right now?
Then I shall wait here patiently until it is acquired.
Can you help me change my class?
As thou desire.
Okay. Alright, I'm happy with those spells now. I'm gonna put my spell book. Okay, so I got that set up. Now let's switch to Lae'zel. She's the one who I want to change around. Because her Eldritch Knight, I don't think her abilities pretty intelligent. Alright, let's go respec. The one I'm happy with is Karlach.
Ah, another. Thy name has been recorded. I shall be here in thy camp for whenever thou hast need of my services.
Not to be rude, but what are you?
There are many answers to that question. None are important.
Skeletons aren't supposed to be able to talk.
Correct.
Are you going to explain further?
No.
I'm gonna attack him.
Fate spins along as it should. Dost thou require a new ally? Or mayhaps a resurrection instead?
Can you help me change my class?
As thou desire.
So there's really nothing to change there. Subclasses were... Alright. That's kind of what I'm going to go with, champion. feet. Alright, so hang on. Where is my trap chest? Trunk.
Objective noted.
See what we got for it. Feet and feet. Alright, so now let me clear out. Forget about that all the time.
Looking ahead.
There's no time to
Alright,
waste.
let's
No time to waste.
respec her. I want to be in comment, so I don't need the. Oh,
Let's see what I can glean.
Another. Thy name has been recorded. I shall be here in thy camp for whenever thou hast need of my services.
can you explain why you're helping me?
Be assured, it is not by choice.
Can you help me change my class?
As thou desire.
Prepared spells. What do we got? Cure wounds, that's gonna stay. Inflict wounds will stay. Guiding bolt. Bane. For now, yes. Prepared spells. Bane, guiding bolt. Taken off. Bless. Alright, let's reorganize my... Alright. Oh, but was thing. These are from the item, the neck piece, just to have the extra ones. So, yeah. Alright.
Still breathing, despite everything.
Alright. That
Don't
was that.
waste
Let's
a
see if
step.
anybody else needs to talk.
Hey, you.
Let's make sure there's no reversing dialogue options.
Shah's blessings upon you.
We can talk about all that's happened to us.
Fine. What's on your mind?
Alright, she has nothing to say. Stand.
Need something?
What do you make of Raphael's deal?
I won't lie. It's tempting. If I keep the tadpole, I risk transforming into a grotesque monster. If I lose the tadpole, Cazador has control of me, body and soul, and I return to the shadows. It's grim either way. So why not sell what's left of my soul to a devil? Better he has it than Cazador.
But you'd be trading one master for another. You'll be a slave either way.
You're familiar with the phrase, better the devil you know? I know Cazador. And I'll take anything that saves me from that.
You smell very delicious, but I will not bite you. Ooh, more.
You like it here, huh?
Nice here. The caves smell like rotting meat. Goblin cat smells like goblins.
dog is unable to speak through the small bag he holds in his mouth.
What have you got there, Scratch?
I don't know. Maybe you can tell me. All I know is I thought of you when I saw it.
Cool. Halson, Will, and Gale are the last ones I need to talk to. Oh, Lae'zel.
Oakfather's blessings to you.
I have to ask, how do you know so much about the parasite?
I studied one up close. Closer than most would care to be to those things. A drow attacked me and I defended myself. Afterwards, I was able to examine the tadpole that emerged. Hideous, but fascinating. Like nothing else in nature, I'm glad to say.
I found the stronghold in the Underdark you mentioned. A place called Grimforge.
Impressive. Most would quake at the mere thought of delving that far into the Underdark. What did you find?
Absolute followers, but that's about all.
Keep looking. If they're present, then it's likely there's a route to Moonrise somewhere. It may prove impossible to avoid the Shadow Curse entirely, but if you find any way to limit your exposure, seize it.
At the celebration with the Tieflings before, I'd hope I didn't come on too strong. Got caught up in the moment.
There are few things that are too strong for me. And cast those regrets aside. You did not get caught up in the moment. You seized it. In other circumstances, I would have done the same.
I'm glad I didn't leave a bad impression then.
A bad impression? Impossible.
Why do you want to go to the Moonrise Towers?
Those illithid creatures threaten the natural order. It's my duty to do what I can to stop them. There's also the Shadow Curse. It's an affront and must be cleansed. I helped overthrow Ketheric Thorm and his Dark Justiciars years ago, but I failed to prevent him from unleashing darkness across the region before he was defeated. If I can join you and get close to Moonrise, perhaps I can lift this curse, just as you find a cure for your infection.
You guys, please move. No. Seems like you feel responsible for the Shadow Curse somehow.
Well, there's hardly anyone left to share the responsibility with. Few who witnessed the fall of Moonrise still draw breath. What Ketheric Thorm unleashed is not something that nature can undo by itself. I must do what I can. I studied the Shadow Curse for years. But to truly understand it and stop it, I must reach its source.
Do you know how the Shadow Curse can be stopped?
Perhaps. But we'll need to get closer before I can put my theory into practice. Put it from your mind for now. Once we near the curse, then there will be more to be said.
The why you went with Aridin? You thought he might find this route to Moonrise?
Precisely. Then perhaps I could have done something about both the Shadow Curse and Ceramorphosis aberrations. But in my eagerness, I put far too much faith in the abilities of Aridin and his band. We didn't even get close.
Alright.
Welcome to the League of the Lone Eye, my friend. Not to minimize the pain of Volo's poking and prodding, but I promise, you'll be used to the prosthesis in no time. Besides, I find it gives one an air of mystique. No one's more intriguing than a woman with one eye.
Okay. So he has nothing interesting. It's in the storage box. Oh, take it. And what does Gale have to say?
I do enjoy our conversations. What do you need?
What did you think about what I pictured when we were connected by the weave?
Oh, I was surprised, but pleasantly so. Just like I said. Amid the madness that has befallen us, it seems almost out of place to think of a kiss. And yet, now more than ever, it's important to recall what makes us human. Well, you know what I mean. A stolen glance, that sudden heartbeat. Sometimes the little things are worth more than kingdoms. They promise things to come.
I was wondering about that mighty lord you told me about in your story.
Ah, yes. Karsus. Karsus was perhaps the most powerful wizard that ever lived. The child who would be a god, the elves called him. And he tried. With a spell of his own devising, he endeavored to usurp in one fell swoop the power of the goddess of magic. Mistral, she was called then. Imagine what it must have felt like. To be a god. To know yourself, to be untouchable. To be mistaken. As Karsus aimed his spell at her, she began to unravel. And with her, the entire weave. Too late did he realize what he had unleashed. It would have been the end of everything had not Mistral sacrificed herself. The goddess of magic is all magic. By dying, the entire weave was lost, and the spell that challenged a god failed. It was the end of Mistral, the end of Karsus, and the end of an entire civilization. As the child who would be a god was turned to stone, his empire came crashing down around him. The floating cities of Netheril were no more. An event that came to be known as Karsus's folly.
So at that moment in time, all magic was gone?
For a spell. Mistral was reborn as Mistra. Upon her return, the weave returned with her. Now, so many centuries later, I try to follow in the footsteps of Karsus. Not to destroy Mistra, but to prove my love for her. I tried to control only a fraction of the magic that was unleashed that fateful day. I merely sought to return one tiny diamond to an imperfect crown. Gale's folly, one might call it. History, repetition. It's the way things go.
If you ever feel the Netherese magic overtaking you, what will you do?
If it should ever come to that, if I ever know I am no longer able to stop it, I will do anything I can to ensure no one but me pays for my mistakes. I will find the remotest place on the surface of Faerun, or perhaps far below in the depths of the Underdark. I will await that death, alone. I promise I will not betray your trust. You kept me by your side despite the menace that I am. If worst comes to worst, I will be long gone before the curtain falls.
Alright. Let's go talk to Lae'zel. She's the last one. I know this has been a very boring episode for you guys, for which I apologize. Where are you? Hello? Where now? That's Shadow Park. Should be right here. Where is she?
Eager for battle.
Oh, I'm just blind.
I've got a long road ahead. On my way.
Speak.
Okay, she has nothing to say. Gotta make sure I start talking to them every time I'm from the camp. Let's save, then sleep.
Can't afford to stay idle.
Alright,
Never a dull moment.
let's leave. Alright.
Light on my feet. But that will fit in my bag.
Wait. These markings. Tirsu script scratched in the ground. A creche must be nested in the temple below. We must go there at once.
Tirsu script, you said. What does that mean?
Githyanki writing. Every word a wheel. Every letter a spoke. The most powerful texts are engraved in slate. Some so ancient, only the most erudite Gish can read them.
Come on, let's get to the creche.
Very well. You may lead. But if we stray too far that our chance is lost, I'll make my way there alone.
So, where am I going?
Hello? Who's that?
I want to have a word.
A friendly face. Oh, you are a sweet, sweet blessing, my dear. You know, I've had nothing but trouble all day. I've been accosted, chased, insulted. Look over there. Do you see that wretched little hive?
It looks like a temple.
Oh, it certainly looks that way. But inside, it is swarming with brutish, stupid, rude Githyanki.
Brutish and rude by your wretched standards. But stupid. Kchucky.
Your charming companion would call it a creche. But it was built on what remained after the Githyanki slaughtered all of the monks. I'd call it a murderous training camp.
Acutely observed on both counts.
Honestly, I was doing them a favor offering to buy one of their eggs. And how am I repaid? Attacked and run off like some transient.
You tried to buy one of their children?
What? No, of course not. I was merely... well... Look, it's just an egg. The Society of Brilliance asked me to acquire one of their roe so they can incubate it and, once it hatches, raise the spawn in their tradition.
Please, Do enlighten me. What is this tradition?
The Society believes a Githyanki raised in a peaceful, nurturing environment can overcome its violent nature. I'm sure your friend would agree. A Githyanki is as likely to forsake its violent nature as a gnome is to fly.
They used to think my people were inherently evil too, you know.
Well, yes, but now we know better. Only some of you are bloodthirsty terrors. But if you believe in this cause so
Gotta take that
strongly,
mask off.
why not help the Society prove your point? They may have chased me away, but surely the Gith would welcome a person with such sympathetic views to their creche. And once inside, you could simply purloin an egg.
Steal one of Gith's own. I will slit your throat for
kinda
even
with you,
suggesting
Lae'zel.
it.
I'm not talking to you. You'll be well compensated, of course. Just bring me an egg.
My friend is right. What you suggest is revolting and you need to die.
At last. Hatazeth!
I knew I was right about you beasts.
This one's your armor. That's it.
I wonder if this is worth the cost.
That just didn't feel, you know. Rare clothing. Oh, that's. Kind of. But I do want to still. Alright.
Should mind my step.
Alright, yeah, I didn't like that she was wanting a fucking Githyanki egg. That just felt really dirty to me. So, that's why I killed her. If I played through, when I played through as an evil character, which I typically don't do. I keep saying I do and I don't. I might seek out the rest of this and fucking end them because I don't think they're good people.
More for me.
This view's almost worth the walk.
Approach the fairy in Lathander's grace. May his gaze shine upon you, pilgrim.
Why do I sound like I hear something really big? Like, oh, I don't know, a dragon? Anywho, we're gonna keep going this way. I'm assuming I'm gonna keep exploring. I hope.
Maybe not.
Damn. Completely stuck. I wonder when it was used last.
What is making that horrible rackets? Says I like the exploration. I feel like those ones go way high up.
Watch how you go. There's a trap.
Action, not reaction. Quickly then.
Step carefully. There's a trap. Watch how you go. There's a trap.
Time to dance.
Close.
Let's get going. What path lies before me?
Huh.
Wish I had a bag of holding.
I believe we're approaching the crash. Once we're
think
inside,
we are.
let me do the talking.
I will.
Just to be clear, you're going to lead us into a nest of Githyanki marauders, and we're supposed to trust that will end well for us.
Is that a problem?
More a sign of the times, I suppose.
Hmm. Okay. Alright, we're gonna go just outside, and that's where we're gonna stop for today. This was probably a little bit of a boring episode once you get past all the respecking. But yeah. Not necessarily thrilled with how, let's see. Fast travel. Never have too many of those.
That's enough. On your feet.
Where are you taking us?
If this is about that weapon your friend was talking about, we don't have it and we don't know shit about it.
Silence! Move!
No. No, I'm not going in there. I won't.
Anyone want to join her? As I thought. Through the doors. Now! The captain is expecting you.
Forward, carefully. These cultists have the crash on high alert.
Open up. So the Githyanki aren't fond of the cultists. Could be a good thing.
Alright, that's where we're going to stop before we go in there and deal with the Githyanki, because this could go either way. I don't know. So I want to thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys are enjoying it. If you do, leave a like, drop a comment, subscribe, all the good stuff. It means a lot, helps the channel grow, and I do appreciate it. Till next time, love you guys. Hope to see you again soon. Take care, and I will talk to you later. Bye for now.